Module Overview. Political campaigns, elections, and party organization form the operational foundation of any political party. While ideology provides vision and legislation translates into policy, it is campaigning and organizing that connect parties with the electorate and transform political will into power. This module explores the theory, structure, logistics, communication strategies, digital innovations, grassroots engagement, internal bureaucracy, and electoral dynamics involved in modern party competition and governance. Understanding political campaigns. A political campaign is an organized effort to influence decision-making within a specific group, typically the electorate, during an election period. Campaigns are both symbolic and strategic, blending emotion, identity, policy, performance, and messaging into a unified appeal. A. Campaign objectives. Voter persuasion, changing minds. Voter mobilization, getting supporters to the polls. Issue framing, controlling the narrative. Candidate branding, image and integrity. Opponent contrast, differentiation. B. Campaign phases. Pre-campaign groundwork, surveys, coalitions, message crafting, active campaigning, rallies, ads, door-to-door visits, debates, voter contact, phone banks, canvassing, micro-targeting, get out the vote, GOTV, election day logistics, post-election communication, concession, victory speech, unity efforts. Campaign strategies and tools. Campaigns are increasingly data-driven and require blending traditional and digital methods. A. Traditional tools. Town halls, posters, jingles, billboards, TV, radio interviews, religious community outreach, public debates, and rallies. B. Modern digital campaigning. Social media platforms, Facebook, X/Twitter, TikTok, email and SMS blasts, influencer partnerships, online fundraisers, micro-targeted ads using AI and behavioral data. C. Message framing and storytelling. Effective campaigns humanize candidates by connecting with values such as security, economic prosperity, identity, and hope. They leverage rhetoric, visual imagery, and emotional language. Example, Barack Obama's "Yes, We Can," or Nigeria's "Renewed Hope" agenda. Electoral participation and campaign ethics. A vibrant democracy relies on informed, ethical, and inclusive participation. Ethical standards in campaigns are vital to prevent manipulation, violence, or misinformation. A. Unethical practices to avoid. Vote buying, hate speech, electoral violence, false information campaigns, undue use of incumbency or state resources. B. Campaign finance and fairness. Limitations on spending ensure equity monitoring by electoral commissions is crucial. Transparency in funding sources builds public trust. Political party organization and bureaucracy. Behind every election campaign lies a deeply structured party bureaucracy with both formal and informal organs. This apparatus handles everything from policy development to fundraising, candidate selection, grassroots mobilization, and internal governance. A. Core organizational units. National Executive Council, strategic decisions and policy direction, zonal/state/local chapters, regional outreach and mobilization, youth and women's wings, mobilizing critical demographics, disciplinary committees, internal accountability mechanisms. B. Functional departments, research and policy, think tanks, media and publicity finance and fundraising mobilization and grassroots coordination, electoral and legal affairs. Candidate selection and primary elections. A critical task in political organization is choosing viable candidates to represent the party. A. Methods of selection. Open primaries. All party members vote. Closed primaries. Only delegates or top members vote. Consensus or elite imposition. Controversial but common in Africa. Transparent processes foster legitimacy of candidacy, reduced party infighting, public confidence in democracy. Electoral systems and campaign tactics. The The type of electoral system influences campaign behavior. In this section, we will be using electoral system, campaign focus, and example in our table. 1. FPTP swing districts, big personalities Nigeria, House of Reps. 2. PR party image, ideological branding, South Africa 3. MMP dual strategy, candidate plus party, Germany 4. Runoff two-round alliances, compromise narratives, France, Liberia parties, adjust campaign intensity, financing and outreach depending on the electoral threshold, district magnitude, and type of seat being contested. Grassroots mobilization and political machinery. No campaign succeeds without deep grassroots penetration. Parties rely on ward leaders and community influencers, religious and ethnic networks, youth volunteers and student groups, door-to-door canvassing, and market outreach. A well-organized party knows where its strongholds are, which areas are battlegrounds, how to target swing voters. Legal framework governing campaigns. Electioneering is regulated to prevent abuse and uphold fairness. Laws typically cover campaign periods and blackout days, spending caps and audit rules, defamation and hate speech boundaries, prohibitions on public resource use. Failure to comply may result in disqualification, fines, or sanctions litigation in electoral tribunals. Post-election party dynamics. Elections do not end a party's political function. After elections, winners transition to governance and legislative duties. Opposition parties regroup and monitor power. Party coalitions may be negotiated. Campaign debts and legal challenges are addressed. Strong parties learn from post-election audits and revise strategies for future contests. Challenges in political campaigning and party operations. Intra-party conflicts. Imposition of candidates. Poor financial transparency. Digital misinformation warfare. Disenfranchisement of women, youth. Election violence and voter intimidation. Low voter trust or apathy. Effective political parties evolve resilient campaign structures, invest in leadership development, and embrace data-driven strategies to overcome these hurdles.